Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the video. And this is a paid request for Vonte. If anyone interested in requesting any type of videos, reviews, topics, re-reviews, thought streams, commentaries, wherever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box. As you can probably tell by the title, The Load Warrior. Yes, this is an adult porn parody of The Road Warrior that came out in 1987. So this came out not too long after Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I mean, it's one of those films that is, you can tell, is shot on the cheap. These actors, you don't really think about their acting performances. There's people like Peter North and other stuff in it. It's made by C.C. Williams, which I guess his real name is C.W. Chrysler. So I guess he used a fake name for this. Just like anyone would. And the story is after the Great Fire, there's an invisible fire. And I guess people's semen or radiated, they're not that great, but when you can get load, it's used for currency. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be in this kind of movie? Our lead girl, Missy, she wears like barely white fur. It looked like Bjork's damn swan dress when she went to the wars at that one time. And she tells this guy, and I will admit I kind of laughed at this movie, and so I kind of enjoyed it for how silly it got with the dialogue and the acting. Where the guys in this world, men are called cows. You can guess why. Women want them to use them for their jizz, for currency. And the guy's like, you see women are educated. I mean, they know how to do a high quality load, a more primo load. And you wine and dine me, do all this other stuff. And I mean, it's just there to have some time spent before we get to the sex scenes. The BJs, the J-offs, the jerk-offs, and you got to get into a funnel. Because they need to collect it for their money. Instead of oil, gas, it's, I guess thankfully not something from an ass. It's just from the other end. And not the lemonade kind. Soon after she meets this guy with these big sunglasses that look like he stole from that Michael J. Fox advertisement for Back to the Future. The teaser. If you look at the teaser Back to the Future, he got sunglasses almost big as his head. This guy stole those glasses. And he's like, wow, okay, why you call people cows? Like, he doesn't understand any of this. So she gives him a BJ and some sex. And makes him finish in a funnel as well, which goes to a jar. And what made me laugh was the song they were using. It is a song called The Load Warrior. And it's, I don't know the singer, but she's trying to sing like Tina Turner. Because Tina Turner was in and sang songs for Beyond Thunderdome. So they got an imitation Tina Turner to sing a fucking song from the movie. That kind of above and beyond for some of these other parodies, I'll say that. The girl takes the load to see and is like, it's a clean one. There's no radiation, it's clean. We're rich. So they go to Motherlode City, because of course it's called that, which is, looks like a shanty town with a couple dozen hippies there. There's a doctor with this girl who kind of stutters at times. And then you got Queen Humongous in her little fucking van down by the river she's living in. She was kind of hilarious, the Queen Humongous, whoever played. She was kind of hilarious, her delivery. It's worse for the gods who would try to lay a bum load on me. Oh, you can, and right now too, asshole. Because the doctor is trying to complain, well, we can't do, we need more low quality. We don't know how to do it. You can right now too, asshole. We have this little machine. I don't understand what the machine does, but I guess it gets you more riled up. And then the dot's in the middle of a fivesome. Yes, a fivesome. Not a threesome, not a foursome, but a fivesome. Not many times you see a fivesome in there. But lucky guy, lucky some bitch. You're a guy in the middle of four women. Literally a point where they tie his legs up. And they just go to town on him. With either the mouth or something else. And I'm like, lucky motherfucker. Now me be in that position. I'll do it. Sure. Oh, this other bit where he's a doctor and people like try to give their loads for money. And for this one, oh, it's not much. You'll take anything for it? What do we have? Oh, here you go, 3-day-old chicken. Of course it got maggots on it. That's the nutritious part. That's what I mean, like, there's goofy dialogue in that at least did make me laugh. I will say that. There's not many movies that have fivesomes. And it's done in that 80s adult movie way where it just seems more sleazy and dirty, and it's not as clean cut images, and definitely no high def, so it seems more sinful to watch. I don't know how to put it. Eventually Missy gets there with the first guy she was with, and I guess you call him the Lone Warrior. They get in the town. That one guy who was the first guy Missy was, he gets with this black chick, and they have a sex scene. Then the girl who's the doctor's assistant sees the Lone Warrior, hears about his stuff down there. So she has sex. So it goes back to 2 sex scenes. The one, after he blows, she takes like a plastic knife and scrapes it into the jar. I'm like, oh, great. Hopefully you don't use that on your peanut butter or jelly later. Unless you're one teety bitch. While this other side scene like takes so damn long. Like this other girl, like this black chick, did we even see her before? Maybe she was part of the fivesome. Maybe she was. Maybe. But I know she has this thing about dolls. It shows him this doll, but the doll's head's been removed and put on the doll's ass. And I'm like, okay, this girl may be a bit psycho because I don't want her cutting my head off and putting it on my ass. Or my dick and putting it up my ass. It's time to leave. Time to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm just saying. Queen Humongous, she asked Missy where that guy's at. They get the guy, the Low Warrior. They put him in the same room as the doctor was in earlier. They go to town on him. And then this is kind of like messily edited where 1 minute he's there, then the next some other stuff happens, and the next bit we see him, he's outside going to a car and Queen Humongous is after him. And this kind of, I'm not going to say I'm going to recommend it, but this, I don't even know how to say it. She's blowing him in the vehicle as he's driving. He's trying to get her off of him. But he's like, oh yeah, you want it, huh? Take this. So the camera's like behind him, and we're looking at like this part of his head from behind and the windshield. Her head's here. You see jizz hit the windshield, and then I swear you hear the dialogue. I think she's dead. So I guess the idea is that his load is so... Because there was one bit earlier that I think it broke a jar, but I was just confused as to what the hell happened. I guess the idea is that he blew his load through her head. Like a gun. That it shot through the back of her head to hit the windshield. I have never seen a movie do that before. Now, you barely saw it, like, I mean, but even the idea, I'm like, that's a new one. That is a new one. That is a new one. Okay. So I guess the load warrior ran off. They used the guy's load. Now they can make babies and stuff. The one guy from the very beginning of the movie who's with the black chick. I guess the idea is that they're still together. And Missy, the lead girl, says, "A load in a bush is worth far more than any in the hand." It's also interesting because you think the lead girl would have like the final sex scene. She really doesn't. Or at least, not that I remember. Because I remember it was the guy, the little warrior in the middle, then the one guy having it with the black chick. Okay, I guess to be fair, before that, there's probably a little bit of lesbo action, but must not have been that memorable because I barely remember the shit. So, must not have been that memorable. I don't know what to say. It's very cheap. It's very low budget. Nowadays, I mean, I don't know why people would watch any of these type of movies, because if you really want to get that taken care of, you just go watch the 80,000 websites that at your beck and call, and you'd be done in however the hell long you takes you get done. I don't need that information. As for a movie, I mean, there's no production value. You can listen to the funny, like, song "Trying to Be Tina Turner." Some of the funny lines of dialogue that I laughed at. That it took me a minute to go, is that what happened? And then when I'm like, oh my god, like, did he shoot through the back of her head to hit the windshield? And I did laugh. I will admit, I did laugh because I did expect that, the gall of it. But again, it took me a minute to realize what the fuck happened. I don't know. I mean, do I like it? I don't know. I mean, I laughed enough, so I guess so. But I would never watch it again or anything. But I guess if you need to watch every parody, Sure. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.